say the pen is mightier than the sword. At KBLA Talk 1580, we not only have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
Ooh, careful. Careful. We're going to touch on this album a little bit later. Y'all probably already know what I'm talking about. That Don't Be Cruel album. Oh my God. I remember when Any Heartbreak and Don't Be Cruel were both on the charts at the same time. Bobby Brown was kicking it behind over there. Come on.
Girl, the only thing that matters in my life is that I'm down for you and treat you right. You've got no call to treat me cold as ice. Oh, girl, as long as I've been giving my love to you, you should be giving me your love too. You just keep on acting just like a fool. You know it ain't cool. Don't be cruel, 'cause I would never be that cruel to you. I know, don't be cruel. Girl, you need to change your attitude. I know,
Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580, your inside versus battle right now. We're doing the 7 best New Jack Swing tracks of all time. Robin gave you your number 5, and that was Is It Good to You from Heavy D. Do we say that's Heavy D with Teddy Riley? And what's the young lady's name that's singing the hook on that song?
Oh, Tammy Lucas.
Is it his song?
Their original song. You're saying?
Because
I feel like Heavy D sampled that song.
Because
So-
on the Juice soundtrack, that is Teddy Riley's song. I wonder when it came out with Heavy D, is it still Teddy Riley's or is it
That's
Heavy
a
D?
good point. I don't know.
Oh.
We'll just give them credit too.
They're all amazing. Real talk. Here's my number 5. This song, is what I was talking about, King, is one of the most important and iconic hip-hop tracks of all time, period. It should probably be number 1. And it just so happens to be the first hit from Teddy Riley. A lot of people didn't even know that Teddy Riley had a hand in producing this song, but he did. And here's some bonus coverage from Vlad TV with Teddy Riley talking about creating this song. Listen.
And you helped put together the show, which one of the most iconic hip hop records.
Yes.
Period. I mean, it's Dougie Fresh's biggest record, one of Slick Rick's biggest records,
Yes.
and you actually sampled Inspector Gadget.
I did.
On
Actually,
that
I
record.
played it. We couldn't
Yeah,
sample it. We didn't have
played. Yeah, there's no
samplers.
samplers back then.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you played the Inspector Gadget theme.
This was my favorite show. That's the
Right.
one thing I would come home and watch, Inspector Gadget.
Great show. I used to watch it too.
Yep, Inspector Gadget. Dun, 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 dun. Who would have thought that theme song would solidify its place in the annals of hip-hop lore? And with Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick on the production, we were mesmerized by this song for years and still are. What is my 5th best New Jack Swing track of all time, if I can say it? Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Get Fresh Crew, and that is my number 5. Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Daniel, you
most
can-
exciting stage of the
Here, boss. Come on. We've been doing it.
I mean, that's right there. How big was this song? How big was this song?
It's number 1. The WAP.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Dougie Fresh.
Yes!
Have you ever seen a show with fellas on the mic with 1-minute rhymes that don't come out right? They fight.
They never right.
That's not polite. Am I lying?
No, you're quite right.
But tonight, on the stirring mic, you're about to hear, we swear, the best star rappers of the is so cheerio. Scream bravo. Also, if you didn't know, this is called the show.
That is my number 5 New Jack Swing track of all time. Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick.
All
Get
right.
Fresh Crew.
Listen here. That was real dope of you to go back and get yourself a clip of Teddy Riley and a nice interview and all. That was nice.
I was cheating a little bit.
That, sir, and you know, sir, just because that's a Teddy Riley track.
You don't think that's a New Jack Swing track?
How?
Both of y'all shaking your head. Really?
How?
Daniel, save me.
Listen, that's one of the greatest
Daniel,
songs.
save me! Come on, man!
Man, that song is so iconic in hip hop. I doubt if
It
anybody give that to New Jack. It's gonna be hard to give it to him.
Where's Zoe? Where's Zoe? I'm calling his show.
They're gonna be like, man, that's straight
Zoe
fire.
know what's up. Andy, what do you think, man? Oh, wait!
You heard it, man.
I heard him all the way over here.
Yeah, Robin is in the game. It's 2-1 right now.
Zoe, come on. You telling me that? It's got the same downbeat.
That's hip hop. That's not New Jack.
But not New Jack?
That's what I'm saying. 86. It came out 86.
What it is.
Yeah, it's hip hop.
Now, if you want to play some hip hop, that's New Jack.
Mm-hmm.
How You Like Me Now? Cool Mo D.
Oh,
see, that's
yeah.
your boy.
You know,
That's your boy. Yeah, you cheating too.
You know.
That's
They
your
go
homie.
see
No,
the
but you
doctor,
can
go
even
see the
hear it.
doctor.
You can
Don't
hear
get it.
New Jack Swing in there.
It is definitely New Jack. All right. What we at? 2-1. Robin, you're up. Number 4.
That was really fun, by the way. My number 4. Okay, so since we said we're gonna go ahead and honor New Jack City, I went ahead and went to the New Jack City soundtrack. And recently, you heard yesterday where they were talking about Alan Payne being able to bring this guy on stage and sing this song, and this is Christopher Williams' "I'm Dreaming" off the soundtrack.
He was the number 1 light skin at the time. Over Albie Shore. Over Albie Shore at the time.
Albie Shore was bigger than Christopher Williams.
I know, but this song, when this album came out.
Fire! Oh, my God.
Dancing, man. Woo, they was dancing, wasn't they? The RoboCop.
That's a heater, Robin. That's a heater.
They was doing the guess.
Look at you. What? The gas? I don't remember the gas. What was it? Isn't that the RoboCop? Same thing?
The RoboCop
No,
like
the
that.
RoboCop, yeah.
Oh, so you got to roll it over for the RoboCop. Okay.
E.T.
Oh, the E.T.
Oh, I'm a huge dancer.
I couldn't tell.
Like big dancer. Big time dancer. Yeah.
Christopher Williams, "I'm Dreaming," right off of the New Jack City soundtrack. You can't deny that.
You dreaming, thinking you're going to win this round.
That was fire. New Jack.
I love that. I love that song.
Yes, it's a great song.
And but I got you on this one.
Okay.
This song was probably the first time that the culture noticed that R&B singers could sing over hip-hop beats. That's primarily what Teddy Riley brought to the table with the New Jack Swing. And when we hip-hop heads heard this song and heard how powerful the voice was, with Aaron Hall bellowing from your speakers, we knew that we had entered into brand new territory. Their self-titled debut double platinum album would send them into the stratosphere with hits like "Piece of My Love" and "I Like." Y'all know about that, huh?
High five.
What? High five.
I like the kissing game.
Oh no, you're still talking about
You're
God.
thinking "I Like."
Yeah, that's the guy.
Wrong guy, like. My bad. But I'm with you on that. And but this opening track sets the tone for the whole album of fire. What is the 4th best New Jack Swing track of all time? Come on, Guy, groove me, let's go. I mean, I'm really?
Fire.
Why are we here?
Call the fire department.
Come on. So love. Thank you, so. Thank you. Give me a little verse. A little bit. Listen to Aaron Hall's vocals on this song. New Jack Swing track of all time. That is a Guy Groove Me. Real quick, let's go to Daniel real fast. What you think?
Fire. It's tough to beat Groove Me.
But Dreamin' is a huge.
Oh, Dreamin' is huge hit. But Groove Me is everybody on the dance floor. As soon as they play that, you looking for somebody, right?
But again, Dreamin' is a huge. Look, I ain't gonna downplay your track.
Dreamin' is fire.
You can't. No, you're not wrong about that because I too have Groove Me.
I thought you said there was only one match. There's two? Okay. Well, I guess I won the round then. That's easy.
This was the best round of the battle so far.
That's two heaters right there.
I want to lean towards a tie, but I'm gonna make it interesting.
I could buy that though.
Robin, you got it.
I could buy that. I'm good with that. Dreamin' is
Fire.
What was that? Oh, he had another one.
All I see. Oh, the slow song. All I see.
Is that him?
Oh, yeah.
All I see is your love.
Oh, yeah. Late night. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he had like a. How to think about it? You want to get into it now? Or you want to get into it on the other side? On the other side, 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. Robin and I are tied 2-2 right now. Right? Danny Morrison Show, the Versus Battle of a Lifetime. KBLA, stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles. Middays to nighttime. Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
Central Neighborhood Health Foundation is a full-service network of federally qualified health care centers that serves local communities throughout Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. CNHF clinics provide low-cost to no-cost, compassionate, comprehensive, quality health care, which includes primary care services for chronic disease and diabetes management, pediatric and women's services, preventive care, vision and dental screenings, COVID-19 testing and vaccines, flu vaccines, behavioral health, HIV, and substance use services. Virtual telehealth visits are available from the comfort of your home with highly qualified physicians and medical professionals. CNHF also provides peer support specialist training and help with housing navigation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Your wellness is our priority. Comprehensive care built on trust and respect. For more information, visit cnhfclinics.org or call 213-536-5815 today to locate a clinic near you.
Bonus days are back for pros at Lowe's. You earn points and save when you buy the top pro brands you trust, like DeWalt. Right now, you can save $100 on the powerful DeWalt 8 1/4-inch carbide tipped portable table saw. Was $3.99, now just $2.99. Join today and shop bonus days, only at Lowe's. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 1/20. Subject to change while supplies last. Visit Lowes.com/MVP's bonus points for details.
Periods don't care what you're doing, but your pad should. Get Always Triple Protection System in Always Day and Night Pads. Always Day Pads protect when active by wicking away gushes 2 times faster than leading store brands and giving us up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort. When we size up our pad at night, we get the same triple protection, plus up to 75% more coverage in the back for when we're laying down. No matter what, Always has you covered, day and night.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, reminding you when we fight, we win. Asian Americans Advancing Justice is the nation's largest legal and civil rights organization for Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders. Founded in 1983 as the Asian Pacific American Legal Center, Advancing Justice LA serves more than 15,000 individuals and organizations every year. Their mission is to advocate for civil rights, provide legal services and education, and build coalitions to positively influence and impact Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islanders, and to create a more equitable and harmonious society. To volunteer, make a donation, or seek assistance, visit advancingjustice-la.org. That's advancingjustice-la.org. Or call 888-349-9695. 888-349-9695. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Now back to more of the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
Man, y'all should hear the musical discussion taking place inside of this room. Zoe just reminded us of him, me. Him, me. Do you really want me today? Oh my God, that was a heater. Heater. We are up to number 3. What you got?
Well,
for those that are tuning in late, we are doing the 7 greatest New Jack Swing tracks of all time. We are tied 2-2. We're at number 3.
This Bahamian singer
Hello.
who did pass away in the year 2015. I only really remember one amazing cut from this man, and correct me with others if you have some, but you got to remember and how you felt. And we were too young, but what our parents were feeling when they played Just Got Paid, Johnny Kemp.
That's a heater.
Fire.
You got to question whether or not this is New Jack Swing.
Right. I remember feeling so good when they played this on the radio. Better sing. Just Got Paid. Johnny Kemp, that is my number 3.
That's a great one.
Oh, phenomenal.
Absolutely fun. What you think of that track?
Oh, it's fire because it's early New Jack, too.
Exactly
And then it's a feel-good song, and everybody wanted to get paid.
What is that? What is that I'm hearing right now?
I don't know.
Who is that? Who is that? You? Man, if you don't put that phone on silent, you're doing broadcast radio right now. Live broadcast radio. Who?
No, that's not me.
Who is that?
Who is that?
That's
Oh,
you.
it's me. I'm sorry.
Well, the seasoned vet, 20 years in the game.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
That is so embarrassing. I'm sitting here. Man, what you doing with your phone? You better turn your phone down right now. What you
This
doing?
is live.
Live radio.
radio.
And the
Here I am.
seasoned vet been on the air 20 years.
Oh, man.
Bakersfield's finest.
Just right now.
Political activist,
Andy, don't you leave me out here by myself.
social justice,
Oh, man.
DJ, entrepreneur.
Come on, man. Come on now. I make mistakes too.
Everybody do. It's all
Let me
good.
shut. The reason it was blazing, not to make excuses.
It was popping though.
Marcus Atkins just remembered the track. That Christopher Williams track. Remember, I talk to myself and there is no one to talk to.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
ask me why I do.
Oh,
what
yeah.
I remembered
yeah.
that.
That was a cut.
Marcus,
That was
I
a cut.
appreciate you,
Okay,
man.
Marcus is really on top of things.
That's
right
why I
now.
was screwing up. Well, number 3, we've already played it. Robin already blazed it up, and it was funny is when I was typing this, I was like, she don't know about this one. she don't know about this one right here, you know what I'm saying? Look, this song originated from one of my favorite films, which features one of my favorite legendary hip-hop artists, which created one of the greatest hip-hop soundtracks of all time, the movie Juice. Ooh. The person in the movie was Pac. The soundtrack, though, fire. Naughty by Nature, Uptown Anthem. You were talking about that track yesterday, weren't you?
Uptown Anthem.
Ooh, doom, 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 doom. Big Daddy Kane, Mill for Respect. You know what's weird? Both of them cats were in that room right there yesterday.
Yeah, both in here.
Isn't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Wow. And Eric B. and Rakim know the Just See If You Know the Ledge. Boom, boom, boom. Woo, woo, I'm telling you. But there was a bomb New Jack Swing R&B track on that album, too, that was just as hot as the hip-hop tracks. Brought to you by none other than Teddy Riley himself with the silky vocals of Tammy Lucas to make the track even better. But the legendary Heavy D, as we've already discussed, would take that song and flip it into one of the most adored hip-hop tracks of all time, and the result was magic. That's why that's my 3rd best New Jack Swing track of all time. Heavy D, Is It Good to You? One more time, bring that back around. Let's go.
Junior, Mama used to say, "Do your time, young man," right?
I'm not sure.
Sample?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be. That's cool. Thanks, Fanny. I appreciate you. Heavy D, is it good to you? Against Just Got. Ooh. It's about the matchups, though.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
easy. This is
right,
easy,
right,
though.
right, right.
Is it?
Oh, very easy.
You got Robin just walking away with it like that? Just got paid as a
Oh,
heater.
for sure.
Is it good to you?
Yeah, it's fire, man. You can't put.
And I will say, Marcus Atkins, once again,
What
who's
is it?
holding it down on YouTube, said Just Got Paid is one of the best New Jack songs ever.
You can't even say anything against it, man.
It's
It
tough,
is.
man.
Andy, go ahead and say the inevitable.
I mean, I didn't get paid, but it is Friday.
Robin!
And Robin got this. 3-2.
Robin's up 3-2.
And it is Friday. That's nice.
Go
That's
on
a
and
good
collect some
one.
aluminum cans on the way home or something, man. You can pay. It's all good. Let's get into number 2, Miss Robin. Where you at?
Okay, my number 2, you've heard it before when Danny blazed it up. Let's drop it. Guy, groove me. It's like, come on, man. That's just to give y'all a little bit of taste. We don't need to play that whole thing. We heard it before. But Guy, groove me. Come on now. We already know. We already said it. How amazing that song is.
Okay, we got a situation, though.
Okay, because you're number 2.
Because my Groove Me lost. Your Groove Me is now going to win. Is that where we at right
You
now?
said it's about the matchup.
You don't listen to what I'm saying. Andy, if you do me wrong right now, you about to do me wrong.
Don't bring Andy in this.
Am I drinking? Is that what you're saying? I'm drinking?
Oh no, you don't bring him in this.
This song. I admit I'm a little biased on this track. But here's the thing. I think it's an accurate choice nonetheless. This icon was in this very building yesterday. He's my favorite hip-hop artist of all time. If you go to our socials, trust me, I made it very clear that he is. As many of you know, Big Daddy Kane and Ice Cube made me who I am. Ice Cube got me into hardcore hip-hop and is literally the reason my messaging is strong and resolute and pro-black and militant on this mic every single day. And Kane taught me how to flow. Many of you have told me that my opening monologues have a cadence and a lyricism, and that is the Big Daddy Kane effect, I'm trying to tell you. And that's why I love him so much. And when you take the brilliance of Big Daddy Kane's rhymes and blend it with the New Jack Swing production of Teddy Riley, you get magic. Kane's biggest song to date, he told TR that he wanted a song with the same energy as Heavy D's We Got Our Own Thing, and they succeeded. My second best New Jack swing track of all time, Big Daddy Kane, I get the job done. I work. Come on, let's go.
Hey, yo, Teddy.
Yo.
I ran into that young lady Maria last night.
Word.
Must have been her husband's payday. Because she brought me this here brand new diamond link that you see me with on. You know what I'm saying? You know why?
Why, King?
If I get the job done.
I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. Baby, I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. I'll work. Baby.
The question at hand is how do I love thee? I count the ways where girls don't shove me. One by one you can come and caress me. Undress and molest me, but you can't possess me. Because I love a young lady that's beautiful. But one that's smart for me is more suitable. In other words, to make it simple and plain, you gotta have a brain in order to be this Kane. But in the case of not becoming my lady, I think I'm 8 to 80, dumb, crippled, and crazy. I'm crisp and clean with no caffeine and a pair of spandex or either tight jeans. Preferably the ones with the Chinese cuts, but I'll take them with the weave hanging down to their butt. And if you step up in a large sum, like Martin Luther King, I should overcome. I get the job done.
That's how Big Daddy Kane to get the job done. Woo.
Can't even front, man.
That's a tough choice.
Banger right there.
That's a tough choice, but I already know what you're going to do. Go ahead and do it. You're going to go ahead and stab me in the back right now. That's what you're going to do. Come on now.
Nah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Come on. You're going to go ahead and just declare the winner so early. You're going to go ahead and do it.
Nah, man.
Hey, man. Hey, we tied, man. We tied. Big Daddy Kane got that one.
Yeah, man. I can't front. front, that Big Daddy Kane is fire. That was a fire choice right there.
Thank you. You know, we're texting buddies, you know.
You mentioned it.
So he's my friend, so, you know, I had to put my friend on the list. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my boy. We go way back.
Oh, okay.
Like babies and fast pacifiers, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
Daniel, where you at on this, man?
Oh, that's easy, Big Daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the job done.
Oh,
Because Teddy's on the track and it's banging. You hear the drums,
It ain't
synthesizer.
easy.
You hear all that.
I wouldn't say it's easy, though.
It wasn't that easy, but Big Daddy on that.
Groove me.
But see, you got to understand, we heard.
It's about the matchups. Come on now.
Mm-hmm. But you're making a good point. Do you see how when you guys were talking about music earlier and how it takes away if we were to have any of those on our tracks? It's hard to like be singing the songs in here, and I'm like, wait, hold up.
If you going New Jack and this is, you know, you coming home from the club or Senior Hall about to come on, the Live in Color repeat, and you hear both of those tracks, you going with Groove Me.
I agree.
You got to. You're not gonna pick. I get the job done over Groove Me.
Play Groove Me at any backyard barbecue when the average age is 35.
Oh yeah.
It's bananas, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I can't pick. I said I forgot Groove Me was going to, so because I heard it, you know, before. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going with Groove Me.
Look, I'm real tonight.
Yeah.
That's why I said I'm dreaming.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, I'm going with Groove Me. Sorry.
1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. We got a grand finale coming on the other side, and it's over because
I'm probably gonna concede because I don't care. My number one song is my favorite, and I don't even care.
My number one song is the New Jack Swing song of all. It's
okay. All right, that's fair.
Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580 right now. News and traffic. Stay there.
Nighttime is the right time for Danny Morrison on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says a $2.5 billion aid package for Ukraine would help meet that country's needs to boost their ability to liberate Russian-occupied territory. Cincinnati Bengals player T. Higgins hopes to see Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin at their big game this weekend. The Bengals visit the Bills on Sunday in the divisional round, their first meeting since their game was canceled after Hamlin suffered cardiac arrest. There's talk he could make an appearance on Sunday, although his family cautions he has a long road to recovery. President Biden is marking the 50th anniversary of the Supreme Court's Roe v. Wade decision. In a proclamation, Biden laid out his administration's commitment to defend reproductive rights following the High Court's decision last year to overturn Roe. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
In commerce on the 5 northbound at Slauson, a crash there has the left lane blocked. CHP is currently holding all lanes. It's going to be in the left lane that they're trying to remove the crash. It's a busy ride from Norwalk Boulevard. If you're on the 5 heading southbound, that's going to be in Laguna Hills at El Toro. A crash there has the right lane blocked. You're slowly crawling from the 405. Santa Ana on the 55 northbound at Dyer Road. A stalled car there blocking the left lane, causing stop-and-go delays from Baker Street.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique, but you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
Deion Sanders continues to make recruiting noise at Colorado. Sanders got a commitment from Cormani McClain, a 5-star cornerback from Lakeland, Florida. McClain is rated the number 4 overall prospect in the nation on ESPN's top 300 list for the class of 2023. McClain had committed to Miami, but changed his mind after Deion was hired at Colorado in December. 2 games tomorrow in the NFL playoffs. Jacksonville at KC at 1:30 on NBC. The New York Giants are at Philadelphia. 5:15 kickoff on Fox. On Sunday, Cincinnati at Buffalo at noon on CBS. Dallas at San Francisco at 3:30 on Fox. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. Tomorrow night at 7 here on KBLA Talk 1580. Join me and my co-host Neil Scarborough for Out of Bounds, the show that brings some flavor to the sports world for 60 minutes. We've got a lot to talk about.
If you're the victim of a car accident, call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review.
Call on me, your MVP. Is the pen mightier than the sword?
say the pen is mightier than the sword. At KBLA Talk 1580, we not only have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new plan. Nothing is everything.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, Maisha Cairo here, KBLA, live at Chase Bank on Crenshaw and Vernon for the In This Together tour with female business owners, a day of empowerment, community panels, and best of all, tips on building business from marketing to capital. Today, I was able to speak with Ola Wadibia, VP of Women on the Move. Hi, Ola. Tell me a bit about this initiative by JP Morgan Chase, founded in 2013.
Women on the Move is a center of excellence at JP Morgan Chase and our global DEI organization, where we really focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. What's really awesome about Chase's approach is that all of our centers of excellence, and there's 7 of them, focus on different demographic groups, is that we're really focusing on what's happening internally in the firm and also what's happening out in community. So really, Women on the Move is really focused on thinking about how do we help advance women professionally and personally.
I love it. So tell me about this beautifully updated banking branch here on Crenshaw.
That was really important. A part of our racial equity commitment was to build in place for Chase. So being able to revamp this beautiful space, to be able to welcome community members, today anyone, nonprofit, organization, school can actually do events in our community center that we're sitting in here for free. Yes, people come inside, grab a coffee, use the Wi-Fi. It's free.
Yes, Maisha Cairo in the community for KBLA with JP Morgan Chase.
Everyone needs health insurance, and you can sign up for it through Cover California. It's a free service from the state that helps you find and pay for health insurance. We work with brand name companies to offer quality plans that cover preventive care, doctor visits, emergency care, and more. You'll even be able to find out how much financial help is available for you. Many who enroll with us pay as low as $0 per month. Regardless of how much you make, you should go to coveredca.com and see how we can help you. Cover California, this way to health insurance. Enrollment ends January 31st.
Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580.
That's the jam.
You're inside the versus battle. Tonight we're doing the 7 greatest New Jack Swing tracks of all time. I'll Be Sure did not make an appearance. I love that story. You guys heard Chris Rock's telling that story, right?
No, tell us.
I'll Be Sure was out there doing his thing, a couple of #1 records, and Bobby Brown was on his way. He says they were on a tour bus, and somebody shot him that Don't Be Cruel album. He listened to that Don't Be Cruel album with I'll Be Sure, and he said he saw his entire career disappear from his face while they were listening to that Don't Be. He was like, yo, wow. Because that Don't Be Cruel album.
Right.
It's fire.
Yeah.
Transcendent. Yeah. Iconic.
It's an incredible album, which, by the way, you're about to hear something from it. Fahima's checking, I think you.
Checking me.
She said the late Johnny Kemp was a black man from the Bahamas, but he wasn't African-American. All black people are not African-Americans. African-Americans have a unique history and culture. Black people are from throughout the diaspora.
Well, she wasn't checking me because I didn't say anything about him being
Who said
African American.
that? Somebody said he was African-American? Who said that?
No, we just said that he was a Bahamian man.
Okay. She in my DMs coming after me. I ain't said that.
Maybe she's. I don't know.
It wasn't even my song, Fahima.
I don't know where it came from.
You know what I find interesting about this entire discussion is Aaron Hall didn't make an appearance.
Right. Okay.
As a solo
artist, yeah, that's true.
Did you consider him?
Not necessarily, because I just went Teddy Riley. And when I think Teddy Riley, I think of course Guy. I think Blackstreet, but Blackstreet was right after this era, But if we could have got some Blackstreet in there,
come on,
listen. But no, not Aaron Hall.
She brings up a great point. If you're saying that New Jack Swing ended around 93, 94, is any of that music that he was putting out with Blackstreet considered New Jack Swing?
No diggity, no doubt. It's kind of hard to throw it out because it was a continuance of New Jack. I think so. Because I think it's a continuance of New Jack Swing.
What's funny about that? That first Blackstreet album has got some heaters on it. It's a booty call, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That is a New Jack Swing track.
And going back to Aaron Hall, Don't Be Afraid, the remix is fire. Incredible. That was off the Juice soundtrack. That's a club banger. Yeah. and he had a slow version of that too.
You got me.
That was Late Night Creep and Midnight Love at the same time.
He never gets his due as a singer. We've had conversations about who are the best male R&B singers of the 90s. Aaron Hall's name doesn't come up as much as it should.
Yeah.
That's because off the stage
he deserves
stuff.
to be on that list, though.
Is it because he's in a group?
He was solo.
No.
He went solo for a couple tracks.
Yeah, Missing You,
but he was
I
guy.
Miss You.
Yeah. He's a guy. He's a voice of guy.
Exactly. Right.
You think we dock points because he was in a group?
I don't think so. He stands out from the group. We didn't dock points from Dave Hollister.
Because that first Blackstreet, oh my God. That Before I Let You Go is
it's monstrous.
That's your favorite song?
On that album? Yeah. Isn't it everybody's favorite song on that album?
I mean, I like Joy.
Okay.
Before I Let,
Strong?
Joy, I just like
Joy's strong?
Yeah.
It ain't better than Before I Let You Go.
When that beat drop, come on, man. Don't let
the beat
drop.
I like the beat for Joy better. That's
I can't argue with it because it's an incredible song. I'm just like kind of looking at kind of a panoramic view of the artists that we could have chosen. Look, I'll be sure I'm rooting for that cat. I see him on social media all the time. He almost died recently, and to see him out and about doing his thing, I'm so happy for that cat. We need him around. I'm sick of burying our heroes, but he wasn't exactly a vocalist by any stretch of the imagination, though.
Brother Zoe Williams mentioned that Joy for Blackstreet was originally for Michael Jackson.
Oh, I can see
that.
I can see that.
I could easily see that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Michael song.
Shout out to Zoe, though. Zoe, he is so full of knowledge, period, but definitely musical information. I like to make fun of you and call you like the trivia guy, but Zoe,
we should have a battle.
I'm not saying, you and Zoe.
We should do a family feud.
And we should just throw some trivia
Me
at
and
y'all. Oh, that'd be a good one.
But one
He'll
more
win,
thing.
but it'll be good.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Zoe is phenomenal.
Why do you say that? Don't say that to me.
Zoe is phenomenal.
Okay, wait a minute.
He said don't do it.
Zoe is
You
phenomenal.
don't want that smoke.
Look, y'all act like I'm some rookie in the game.
But you good. No, you good
but
too.
no,
It'll be a war up in here.
As a former A&R, he focused on music, right? You not taking anything away from
20 years of radio, 20 years of interviews.
Yes.
20 years.
Yes. But did you focus on new music and
You had to. Now, keep in mind, that was back when music was good on the radio.
Which, to a point, I wanted to say about this. First of all, Aaron Hall's solo career was crushed by R. Kelly, says Marcus. Fahima says, Danny, she sent that to you about Johnny
I did
Kemp.
not say that Johnny Kemp was African American.
Okay, nonetheless, I was going to say the era that we're talking about with New Jack Swing, the reason why it's a little bit, I mean, I feel like we're kind of on top of each other and can't really, and we can't throw out our nets too wide, is that it was such a small group. You know, now we have so many different artists, so many different sounds. And, you know, back then it was very, very specific. It was a specific type of niche. So it's a little bit more difficult.
5 years? 6, maybe?
Yeah, 5 years. But think about the artists within those 5 years.
Do you guys buy my argument that I made with Remember the Time? That Prince could be considered a better artist because he was like, I don't need to chase no trends like Michael did. I was always me. I wrote all that stuff. I played all them instruments.
Yeah.
Michael was chasing the culture, going New Jack Swing on that Dangerous album. Is it fair to say Prince is better because of that? Zoe disagrees with me. Get on the mic.
Sacrilege.
You know, and I know that's what happened though.
Prince followed hip hop too.
He didn't follow a sound, not one
Yes,
time.
he did.
Name a time he followed a sound.
No. Prince followed hip hop. He started to integrate break beats into his music.
Okay.
To me, that was the downfall of both those artists. They should have kept in their yes. They should have stayed in their lanes. To me, but Prince followed hip hop too. He was rapping. Sexy MF, he was rapping. Prince was doing all of the stuff that hip hop forced the change.
He's right. Get Off was kind of a hip hopper.
Come on, man.
They were
knock
rapping
it
in
off.
some of his stuff. They were rapping in some of Prince songs. No, they were rapping.
I hate to stand corrected, but I must admit, that was a hip hop record. That's a long way from Raspberry Beret. But at the same time, I think remember Michael Jackson and Quincy weren't on the best of terms either though, man. So Michael was like, what direction I want to go?
Okay.
You choose the hot hand, man.
Mimi said, Danny Morrison, how dare you?
I'm just, it's kind of what I'm doing with Rihanna, what I did the other day.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I'm not dissing Michael Jackson. He's my favorite artist of all time. Stop it. I'm just trying to give Rihanna some shine and give Prince some shine at the same time.
Prince is iconic. He's a legend. It's hard to discredit Prince. You can't really compare Michael Jackson. Everybody's trying to do that. It's like LeBron and Michael Jordan, but real music people won't do that. Because Prince is, come on, man. You got people, when that concert was at the Forum here, and he was charging $25 to get in.
That's crazy.
People were going every night. I went 11 times.
$25 to see Prince?
Yes, at the Forum here. He had a residency. He turned the Forum into purple. I mean, it was crazy. The stage was his symbol off like 8 feet from the ground.
Yeah.
And before each concert, he had a artist that would come out. Esperanza Spalding came out one time. Layla Hathaway, Mint Condition. Whitney came on stage and her daughter. They came on stage. I was there that night. Yeah.
Andy, what's up?
I remember that. Was it like 2 weeks every day?
Every day, man. It was crazy.
When? Is
Like
that
2011, maybe?
Is that musicology in there somewhere?
No, I think maybe 2011. I have footage from it. I took footage on my phone. I have it on my phone right now. I keep it on
That's
there.
amazing.
I saw him in Bakersfield, and he kicked off his tour in our hometown. I think, kind of get the kinks out. It's only Bakersfield. Let's do it. We'll do a trial show there. But it was incredible. Just Prince in the round. You know what I'm saying? Holding his guitar, doing his thing.
April 30th, 2011.
Look at you. You knew the year and everything.
Yeah, it's footage from it.
Oh,
It's the
holy
stage.
crap.
Wow.
It's footage, actual footage of the Forum.
That's incredible.
Sold it out every night.
Is it Fat Bass? Fat Bass 4? Fat Bass? Says Michael listened to Prince when making Thriller.
Is that factual?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
it's out
just-
there. That's
I've
out
never
there.
read that before.
That's out there.
I mean, they had a rivalry. What was that Michael was asking Prince to be? Because, Wesley Snipes played the antagonist in that Bad video, and he actually asked Prince to come and do that instead. And Prince was like,
That's right, yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Fahima says, no, Michael was creating the culture.
I ain't going that far.
Well, you remember that? You remember the clip it's on YouTube now when James Brown brought Prince and Michael Jackson on stage at the same time,
I remember.
and the crowd didn't really give in to Prince, and Prince jumped off stage. Remember, he knocked the light pole over, jumping off stage?
I do.
They didn't really respond to Prince like they were supposed to.
I want to unpack that statement you just made, though. We know Michael was influential with these artists. I mean, you go from Usher, you go from Chris Brown, all them cats.
Neo.
The culture, though? Did he influence the culture? That's two different things.
I have to say, well, what do you call it then if he didn't influence culture? What do you call the people who...
I love Zoe.
You talking about Michael?
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Come on. The culture?
Zoe saying yes?
Zoe says but see, you're a Michael Jackson stan like me. I'm
Michael's
not trying to
beyond
diss him right now.
People around the world are mimicking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so if
like
that's not
50, 60,
influencing-
70 years old, the world.
So if he did not influence the culture, then what would you call it? What would you call it? Because he had that has to have been influencing the culture, right?
Did he drag the culture in a direction that was indicative of what his style was, his fashion choices were, et cetera, et cetera? You mean yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy, go ahead.
Usher, Chris Brown.
I just said that.
I understand that, but I'm just saying he did influence
The
Justin
culture?
Timberlake. The culture.
The Weeknd.
Music.
Weeknd thinks he's Michael Jackson. And Neo.
Bruno Mars, too.
Yeah,
Bruno
Neo's
Mars,
a
too.
good one. Neo's a good one.
Bruno will tell you Prince did the same thing for him, though. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, are we not going to say Prince didn't do the same thing with all these artists? Y'all better stop coming for Prince. Y'all tripping.
No, Prince is good. Prince is iconic.
1-800-920-1580. We will give you our final choices. Man, we could have done a whole hour on this. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580 versus Paddle on the other side. Stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles. Middays to nighttime. Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
Governor Newsom's first budget praised by elected officials under California's new Black Director of Finance. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by CaliforniaBlackMedia.org. Early January, Governor Newsom presented his first draft of the 2023 to 2024 budget for California. Senator Steve Bradford said the state's more cautious spending plan is a step in the right direction. He added that he will continue to fight to fund priorities that are critical to marginalized and vulnerable communities. Chair of the CLBC, Lori Wilson, praised the budget's $300 million allocation to K-12 education. The governor also evoked Prop 98, which requires a minimum funding for community colleges. After education, the second highest funded priority at 23.4% was health services. If approved, some of the money will go toward mental health programs. For more on the state budget, visit gov.ca.gov.
The movie moved you, but the stage play will blow you away. It's Jacarius Johnson's New Jack City, live on stage.
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
They were at the top of their game, but when loyalty and trust takes a hit,
DMB, man, we all we got.
so does survival.
Your $5 ass down before I make change.
Starring Big Daddy Kane, Stretch from Naughty by Nature, Flex Alexander, the original G Money, Alan Payne, and Gary Dourdan. January 20th through 22nd at the Orpheum Theater. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
At Cedars-Sinai, we're honored to be named the #1 hospital in California and the #2 hospital in the nation in U.S. News and World Report's Best Hospitals Honor Roll. We're also proud to be named #1 in 6 specialties in Los Angeles. Thank you to our physicians, nurses, academic leaders, and thousands of other team members who bring their best to Cedars-Sinai every day. Learn more about our top-ranked care at cedars-sinai.org.
KBLA Talk 1580 is growing at a phenomenal pace, and we need to enlarge our territory. We are seeking smart, creative solution providers to join the KBLA delegation and go higher with us. If you or someone you know is interested in joining our team as a brand manager, go to our website at KBLA1580.com. Tap on employment opportunities and let us hear from you. We're not looking for everybody or just anybody, but you could be that special somebody. Come grow with us. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. Now back to more of the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
That is so funny. I thought you were playing a Prince song for us, man. That was a part of the versus battle. I'm like, wait, that's a commercial. My bad. I'm sorry. Robin, we're coming down the home stretch here. Give me your number one New Jack Swing track of all time.
All right, here's the thing. I literally do not care where this place is. I do not care about a win or a loss when it comes to this song. I know that I told you I had two songs that I was going to honor New Jack City with, and this is also on the soundtrack and is probably one of my favorite songs in the 90s. Let's just go ahead and drop it. I love this song. And it's definitely in the New Jack Swing era.
Did she go, I want to sex you up, really?
Color Me Bad, baby. They loved it, though. They was getting it, too.
It was a heater. I just don't know if it belongs to that.
And neither did your
You should really just go, I want to sex you up.
It's on the New Jack City soundtrack.
Come inside, take off your coat, I'll make you feel at home.
It's a heater, though.
Now let's pour a glass of wine, 'cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me. 'Cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me. Girl, you make me feel real good. We can do it till we both wake up.
Sex you up. Color Me Bad. I know. It's the same way that we were looking at you when you hit us with a little bit of Dougie Fresh.
Daniel,
It's the same way.
tell her I don't want to break her heart. Tell her.
Listen, I told you,
It's
I
a
don't
personal
care.
favorite, and it's on the soundtrack, so that gives her validity to do it.
A little bit of validity. Now, here's the thing. I know you're about to go for real, New Jack Swing. I know you're about to go for real. And so I don't mind it. I don't mind. I have to play that one for the one time, though. One time for the one time.
She don't mind. I don't mind, Danny. I don't mind. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
mind. Go ahead.
I don't mind. Do your mind if I stray. Who was that? Changing
no,
Faces?
that was Changing Faces.
Yeah, they're
I love Changing Faces.
You like the one hit they had? Changing Faces?
Oh, man.
You were so wrong.
No, not that one. Not that
You
one.
gonna keep it real a bit?
No, you wasting my time. That was my song.
Really? I don't know that song.
Yeah.
This song is the winner, and it's like so obvious, it's stupid, okay? It is the epitome of the New Jack Swing, the quintessential New Jack Swing artist, and it's what happens when you take a dynamic R&B artist, place him with the genius of Teddy Riley at the peak of both of their powers. You could make the case that this album is the best R&B album of the era. You could also make the case that this artist is a top 5 R&B artist of all time. When this song and video were released, the culture shifted. That's what culture is, y'all.
Which Michael did.
And it would go on to become the best-selling album of 1989 and finish number 1 on the Billboard year-end album chart. Eventually, the album sold 12 million copies worldwide. Wow. What is the absolute best New Jack Swing track of all time? Bobby Brown, My Prerogative. Come
there
on,
it go.
What are we doing here?
There it is, Mimi.
Let's go.
Get busy. Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Now, just let me live. Ooh, permission, make my own decisions. That's my prerogative. They say I'm crazy.
They do, by the way.
I really don't care. That's my prerogative. They say I'm nasty, but I don't give a damn. Getting good is how I live. Some ask the questions, why am I so real?
They really do.
But they don't understand me, or really don't know the deal about a brother. Trying hard to make it right. Not long ago, before I win this fight. Sing! Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why don't they just let me live? Tell me why. I don't need permission to make my own decisions. That's my prerogative. It's my
Bobby Brown. Look at Andy and Nigga.
It's the way that I want to live.
That's crazy. That is my.
What award did he do that? He did that on an award show. That My Prerogative. Which one was that?
The 1989 AMAs.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God.
Oh man.
Bobby Brown's performance on those AMAs is one of the greatest performances of all time. Zoe, you've seen
That's
that,
a
I'm
fact.
sure. At that, he comes out, he does My Prerogative, and then he breaks into Every Little Step, and then he goes into On Our Own.
And then he just dropped it. He was bad dude.
Yeah, and he had his boys with him, Heart and Soul.
And you know he's still out there touring with them.
Yeah,
touring with the guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Great. Oh, Andy, real quick.
Biggest New Jack Swing album of all time, according to Zoe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
I said that's got to be the album of the era. It has to be.
But,
It's- and that song, My Prerogative. I can't be mad at that. I love that album, dude.
Danny Mo, you got this, man. 4-3.
I already knew before coming in I was gonna win.
You got to give me some props for sitting here creating my list as we were in studio.
Robin, I love you. You're fantastic. You did a great
No,
job.
I'm just kidding.
Daniel, you too, man. Fantastic
you,
week.
Oh, man, this is wonderful, man. Blast in the past. I hope I don't drive by the Century Club thinking it's still there, talking about let me in tonight.
Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams is up next. He gonna shift your culture tonight. Keep it on KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. We'll see you on Monday. Be good.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says her husband is doing okay after being attacked in their California home last year. The Democrat made that remark during an interview with CNN's Chris Wallace. However, she added that his road back to normal will take some time. New York wants to ban restaurants from handing out utensils and condiment packets in takeout and delivery orders unless requested by the customer. The city council approved the so-called skip